Hey there. It's been it's been very long since I last updated the video. Nevertheless, uh, what I'm going to focus on today, the conflicts around the world and like physical conflicts that are there. So the war like situation and all. So no, I'm not going to focus on that. It's more regarding the industry behind it. So who is benefiting from it, right? I think that is also not needed to be explained much, like the weapon manufacturers are benefiting, but it is not around that. It is, I'm going to more focus on this like around India. Okay, so here we have two adversaries. One in major, like the active, you can say our neighbor Pakistan, right? So all we have heard, we all in our life that there shouldn't be any conflict. We should live in peace and harmony and whatnot. So the idea is, and there are all the war movies and all ends up with this message. The border movie ends up with the song, beautiful song of "Kyun Hota Hai Jang," and something like that. Okay, the LOC and all of that. So, do we really mean? My focus is today is, do we really mean that we don't want conflict? Because when what I'm going to explain, that how not having the conflict going to affect us, then I think we might need to reconsider, or people is going to reconsider their own belief, their own their own need, asking what they're asking, what they are hoping for. They're going to question that. So the idea is, suppose there is no adversaries around us. India doing great. So do are we going to need that much amount of weaponry, that much amount of military? Let's if I focus on the equipments, no, we are not going to have that much. Just consider that now. We have so much, like the army in the military, whole military. The army is like consisting of two-thirds of it, and the rest is occupied by navy. Army. We need that much of armed forces, uh, excluding the others like air force and navy. But our when we see our coastlines, it is so broad that it is kind of undefended. It is not defended on par of the land that border that aligns with the border with the neighbor. And we have so much infrastructure for this land, but not much for this water. Why is it so? Because we know there is not much of you know threat from water, because there are far no any kind of country other than China. It also needs big infrastructure to do anything, any kind of harm to us. It is not easy for them also. It's basically nothing. That's why our budget and all allocates doesn't give a damn to navy forces. Rather, it should ideally it should be around 50% of the allocation or the budget and all of that thing, armed forces, right? But it stands nowhere. Why I'm telling this? Suppose we don't have any uh, hooligan or bad neighbors. Okay, there is no threat. then what is going to happen? We are not going to require that much of equipment. We don't need to uh, isolate. You can say this. What we do, like we don't need any wall, any that divides us the border, right? What India has done. We don't need anything like that, and so does it directly impact the military companies that are there. But more to that is going to affect the number of personals required, right? Right now it is around 14 lakh or something, if I'm not wrong, more than 10 lakh armed forces, army, I can say. But if we just eliminate the Pakistan element, right, man, we are not even going to require the half amount of that force. Because more of that is being either deployed or is kept to deploy there in case of any, so it will directly affect the job market as well, the government sort of job, you know, Agniveer things and all of that. So that is how it work, and it is kind of like interdependent to each other. If we don't have that adversary, so it also going to affect the cricket. How? Because the kind of excitement and that thing when two countries came head to head, there is also like it literally going to affect each and every businesses, even the um, I'm not saying in a bad way or good way. It's up to us, right? If conflict is there, economy runs around that conflict. There's a great saying that the most great time, easy time to earn hefty amount of money is when blood is flowing on the streets. Same is happening in Ukraine. Same is happening in Gaza. You know, uh, whether right or wrong, I'm not going into that. But if we take account of India, no enemy, less armed forces means more unemployment, right? On that category, we don't need that much of security. We don't need S-400, I can say, RFLs, that much of equipment. And so, yeah, I just wanted to give, you know, a kind of broad perspective how everything is interconnected and how one thing is affect the others. So I don't, I'm not saying that I want conflict or something. It's just providing that approach that this is going to happen if this thing isn't like what it is today or things like that. Okay. Yeah, so let's wrap up for today and we'll catch up later. Thank you.